Hey Bookies! Today I am going to announce the readathon that I am helping host. So let's get started. One of my best friends on Bookstagram, her name is Charlotte. The Trans Fox is her WordPress blog. I've been working on it. That's why I said that. But the Bookies Fox, which is her Instagram, I'll just go ahead and I'll link both of those down below. She is a fantastic reviewer, a fantastic bookstagrammer, all around nice person. And she is wanting to do a readathon. She's titled it Spring Has Sprung Readathon, and it's going to be between March 18th and 20th. So basically, this readathon is to help clear out your TBRs, clear out some of the backlist, clear out your NetGalley, clear out whatever. I know Charlotte chose that set of dates because that's usually when spring break is. I have no kids. I don't know these things. Spring break, that's normally when spring break is. So that's why she chose those dates. But really, you can pop in, pop out anytime you want. I used to do a ton of readathons. When I say do, I mean like I used to host a ton of them. And like they would go on for like the whole weekend, and my phone would just be like nonstop, almost on the verge of dying because of how many notifications I kept constantly getting. At one point we had about 150 people participating. It was wild. It was really wild. But this one I don't expect to get a lot of traction because Instagram's kind of dying. We're just going to say that. But anyways, if you want to join, you can. Here is what it's going to be. Basically, between March 18th to 20th, the whole weekend from midnight EST to midnight EST. That means midnight EST, when it ticks over to 3:18 a.m., we will start the readathon, and we will go until it ticks over to midnight 01 on, I guess it'd be March 21st. So between those dates, you can come in and come out as you please. I'm not strict. People have lives. It's fine. If you can only pop in for an hour, that's fine. If you pop in for the whole, I guess it'd be 72 hours. 72 hours. Cool. Hi. I'll be there. Pretty much. I will have to sleep during it at some point, so just gonna forewarn you, but I will be there for the most part. If there's enough people participating, which I hope there's a good amount of people, we'll do teams. I remember one readathon that I hosted, I had 4 or 5, I think it was 4 teams of basically like 30 to 40 people each. And what we usually mean with teams is that you would get randomly assigned into a group. Don't worry if you don't like your group. If you have beef with someone, just let me know and I'll move you. But you would get put into a team, and the team points, which would be the pages that you read all together, would determine who the winner/winners were. We will hopefully be giving out prizes. I know Charlotte's been talking to a couple of companies, and I think she's got some on deck, but not entirely sure what all she's got going on. She's the main host. I'm just helping. That's the nice part. I'm kind of like the grandma. I get to like come in, and then when I get tired, I can like slowly exit out and take a couple minutes to myself. But I think she is wanting to do the team or person with the most pages read, and the team or person with the most books read will run a prize. That's cool. I'm also throwing in some stuff into this readathon. I want to do an MVP award. How that will be decided is it'll just be a randomly selected person that participated throughout the readathon. So if I saw them at least once those 3 days, hey, you're entered. And a random selection, which is everyone who participated, even if you jumped in for an hour. everyone would get entered into that pool, and someone would get chosen for that prize. So 2 prizes. They would win a free book from Amazon from their wish list. Because I like to book fairy. It's nice. You complete a readathon, you get some stuff off your TBR. You might get a free book out of it. Which, I mean, is kind of counterintuitive to the whole readathon, because it's supposed to help spring clean your TBR. But we know that ain't gonna happen. But yeah, that is all the details that I have so far. Definitely, if you're interested, even if you can only devote like an hour or so, whatever, just pop in. What we do is, how it will go is, starting at midnight, I will run a wheel, and I call it the Wheel of Doom because it has certainly screwed me over many times, so many more times than I can ever tell you. It hates me. It's from like wheeldecide.com, and I swear that site has something against me. But I will spin the Wheel of Doom, and he will tell me a time period. Now I have time periods as low as 15 minutes, which I think is pretty good, and then as high as 2 hours. Which the Wheel of Doom does like some of the longer ones, but again, if you can't do that, read for what you can and then pop out. It's okay. It's okay. No one's going to yell at you. I literally had to explain this to a girl one year. No one's going to yell at you. It's fine. You can pop in, pop out. But yeah, the Wheel of Doom will decide how much we will read that session. We'll read that session. We will all say, yay. You tell me your page numbers. I keep them in a nice little color note app that I have. We move on. You go about your day, or you go back to sleep. Whichever works for you. But we will do that intermittently. I usually try to do them about I think I did every 6 to 8 hours last time I ran, so about that same time. So you'll read for between 15 to 2 hours every 6 to 8 hours for 72 hours. It's not that bad. You'll at least get 24 hours out of it. And hey, there's your readathon. About an hour before we are destined to end our readathon, I'll do one more spin. We do not read past midnight, so I do respin if it goes past an hour. I try to keep it between 30 and 15. But we'll spin it, we'll have one last hurrah, and then either that night, or if I'm really tired, the next morning, I will announce the winners and everything. Or Charlotte will. Because she's the one that's hosting this thing. I'm just co-hosting. It's great. I'm a grandma. But yeah, that is all the details I have for you. So if you want to join, comment below. Go to my Instagram. I have a nice little post. I have a link to the post down there. I also have a link to Charlotte's post as well. I have lots of links. Check them out. If you're wanting to know what's going to be on my TBR, it will be any and or all of these books. And I know there will be some ebooks. It's just whatever I'm working on at the time. But here is what I have so far for my March required TBR. I need to do some reading between now and this readathon. So that is it, everyone. So comment down below. Let me know if you're wanting to join, or just comment to be nice. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you again. Bye.